Hello everyone and welcome back to the next episode of Prophecy of Pendor outside Kelredan Castle, where there's many different fights happening and we need to help out. We're going to go help out here first with Lord Rain against King at Bay, and then hopefully we can use any remaining forces from there to take on the other battle and then hopefully still push into Kelredan Castle. This is a pretty big moment for us because this is a lot of D Shar that we're fighting, and we want to be able to fight them successfully. And if we don't, we can expect to run into some problems later down the line. At this point, I think Rain's done a fairly, they're nowhere near as strong as they used to be. The Fierce Veins still technically exist, but the D Shar are really our main opponents, and so we need to take care of them as best we can anyway. I don't know if they're going to charge us. They probably won't. So I'll send this gentleman in here to go and attack this. So I think it's a bounty hunter. It might take a little while to get going, but then we can hopefully use him to ensure they attack us first. There we go, off he goes. And he's not a very useful soldier for us, so that's pretty useful overall. Again, I'm still recording from my new place here with a slightly new setup. Things will probably sound a little bit different until I get used to how things work. I'm also still don't have a chair yet, so I'm sitting on a chest for the time being, although I think my chairs have actually arrived now, but I haven't yet to construct them for today's episode. But yeah, let's see how this goes. But I'm glad to be recording again. I've missed it, to be honest. It makes for a nice change. Well, I now do live very close to the train tracks, so there may be a little bit of train track noise in the background. There we go. The bounty hunter's knocked out. We can expect them to charge in now, which is good for us. And hopefully our high quality archers and crossbowmen will start shooting soon. There we go. The Lorraine Sentinels already started. Now everyone else is getting involved because the cavalry is pushing forward, as is expected. Let's leave the cavalry over there because I think they're actually, they're trying to bait us around a little bit with the cavalry. But actually we're managing to kill a lot of their horses, which is pretty good, which we want. I'm more than happy to kind of delay them actually getting closer to us, and we're kind of making their momentum halt in its place, which is pretty useful. Okay, there's Ghazi Reaver gone down, excellent. They likely will push in fairly soon here, however. And at some point our archers run out of arrows, but our crossbowmen will have plenty for the time being, I would think. Okay, we lost the Pendor swordsman, that's unfortunate. Let's start shooting there. Looks like their own archers are coming to range now, and they're starting to cause problems for us. That should be okay. We can just fire into that mass of troops back there. It's a big old skirmisher battle happening initially, and then we'll go from there. Okay, looks like they're charging in now. I'll let my infantry charge to try keep the horsemen from pushing further forward. That's the plan. Whether I'm successful is another question. The cavalry can charge now as well, but we'll leave our archers up here. Plenty of arrows here, which we'll grab on the way past. We are losing a lot of troops initially, but that should change as time goes on. I'm going to be very careful with these archers as always. It just takes one more placed arrow to completely knock me out of the proceedings, which we don't really want. Okay, the enemies arrived, that's fine. We should be far enough away to deal with them, hopefully. Who's over here? Where it was a D Shar Noble Rider, it's sadly not a D Shar Noble Rider anymore. Okay, let's go to you if we can. There we go, got a shot off. Definitely just damaged our own horse, that's fine. Let's reform the line. Infantry back here please, cavalry back up on the hill. We'll let them push into us again. No need to overextend ourselves before we need to, if entirely possible. Although hopefully don't shoot. Try not to shoot the Iron Circle Centurion in the head. That wouldn't be very good for his health or my morale, to be honest. Okay, there's a lot of cavalry coming in. And they're all kind of coming my way, but while we're here, let's get some more arrows. Thankfully I happen to be passing this place at the time. Infantry can charge. And probably cavalry can charge as well. Oh, I just killed a legionnaire recruit. Oops. My horse archery is not spectacular, as always. Okay. At some point we'll need to let our archers charge, but we're doing okay. We are still technically leading this fight, or winning this fight I should say. Not by much, but by enough, hopefully. Just trying to shoot some of these archers if entirely possible. Ow. Without being damaged too heavily myself, if entirely possible. We will do that. Troop out on the way past. I'll let my archers charge because a lot of them are now out of ammo by the looks of things. Only the crossbowmen still seem to have any ammo about them. Okay, I can see some what looks to be Mylon heavy cavalry down there, so that's something we're going to have to watch out for. I'm guessing it's a household troop or a mercenary that they've, or a prisoner maybe they've managed to recruit from somewhere. Either way, we can surely deal with them. Yeah, there are definitely some minor heavy cavalry. I think there might be some Knights of the Lion and Sidon Knights mixed in. They all look very similar with their kind of red, black, and white tabards. I don't want to get stuck on the hill too much if I can help it. No throwing weapons for you, sir. Thank you. Okay, gotta be very careful of those horses coming over the hill, because again, I'm pretty low on health. I've been going into multiple fights here, and it's taken a toll. And I also seem to have an axe sticking out my head, which I'm not sure I realised up until this point, but now I know. Okay, at least I didn't kill the person that time. Still, let's try to keep our distance from the day-to-day fighting, and just see who we can pick off from a decent distance. Like that pilgrim, who arguably wasn't a big threat, but he's someone we could actually take out with relative ease. Got to watch out for those archers shooting at us from afar. We may need to go get some more arrows ourselves soon from somewhere. We probably shouldn't stay completely still. There we go, we managed to at least damage that person. Do some good damage to you from behind. Oh, we're losing quite a few Pendor Black Archers because we're now more in their territory than our own. This is a little bit dangerous. We want to probably get out of here. Take that brigand. Oh, I was going to try to take that brigand out on the way past without success. Okay, our own reinforcements are coming in as well. That's useful. We're going to need them. We're really going to need them, in fact. I mean, we are winning this, but it's going to be a close run thing. Not necessarily in terms of numbers, because I know we've got the numbers to beat them. But, you know, if we're doing multiple of these fights, eventually we're going to run out of steam and gusto a little bit, I would think. I'm trying to save that Pendor Black Archer if possible. But I know that's not always a possibility. Got this Valkyrie instead. There we go. Okay, there's a whole new group of soldiers coming in. Let's see if we can do anything to deal with at least some of them without being targeted totally too much by any ranged units. Oh, yep, like all these guys here. I wonder where they might have been hiding. Oh wow. Got knocked out by a heavy bowman. I mean, that was going to happen eventually. I was hoping we might have a little bit longer before we were knocked out, but, you know, hey-ho. These things happen. How many more? We might have 1 or 2 more reinforcement waves. I think they had about 400 and something. Although I imagine they might have had their reinforcement wave by now. So that probably is the last reinforcement wave. If there's only 37 left, that tells me there's not that many left to go. Still a few archers back here. So it'll take a little while to get up here, but hopefully our cavalry can come deal with these guys over here. It looks like these are actually cavalrymen that have dismounted, because there's plenty of horses around here. I wonder if they got stuck spawning in and decided to dismount and fight on foot. That is something that AI does if it feels that the spawning area is too crowded or the horses can't move. They will dismount and get the troops to fight on foot. Okay, you're down, good. I know we lost a few Pendor Black Archers here, which is sad, but, you know, these things happen in war. Yeah, it's just these few lads up here now. But we've got ranged fire coming in, and our few remaining cavalry are arriving to deal with them now, which is useful. I do really like the Phoenix Knights and the Phoenix Risens. Had I not gone for the Shadow Legion troops, they might have been the ones I chose, because they just look so cool. And they always seem to contribute really well in fights. Both the Knight and the Sergeant, they both just seem to do really well. There we go. 33 renown. We've helped our Lord Rain. You are cunning, so you're my prisoner. Elfwin is Marshal, you are free to go. We need to try and at least get some lords on side. Otherwise we're just going to be constantly fighting all of the D Shar. Which realistically I don't think we want to be doing. I will sell this guy though straight away so he doesn't run away. We could definitely do with some more troops, that's for sure. Or more upgrades, realistically. That's what I'm trying to talk about. Okay. And we probably need to help out with Lord Donovan and our mercenary group over here. But while they're fighting, I will start besieging Kelredan again, because it's a siege tower job and it takes a while. And hopefully our troops can manage there. Casima's defeated, that's fine, he rarely takes part in any combat anyway. I hope we're winning that. Great host at Averbjerg. I think that's fine. I think, yeah, we are winning that, thankfully. I thought, given how long it takes to organise a siege tower attack, let's at least do that. Still getting some very small proficiency upgrades with Sir Jocelyn, but he can actually take part in this siege of Kelredan for once. I just need a lot of my lords to come join me in combat, but it looks like they may not be. Oh goodness, Roland, Rain, and Remus and Antonius have all been taken prisoner. Can I do Kelredan by myself? Looks like they're coming into attack, so I don't think I can. I need to find whether... Okay, I need to free Antonius and Remus if entirely possible. Now, Montoir has some as well. So I'd prefer not to fight all three of them at once, if entirely possible. I may not have a choice in the matter, but some of my lower tier troops just aren't really up to the job, unfortunately. You know, we might be able to make this work, but I could really do with some other troops. Unfortunately, our other troops are dead, because a lot of our troops are training up. They're either noble bowmen. Pendor footmen are decent. They might be able to hold out for us, but I'm not convinced this is the right course of action. But we do need to free some of these lords, otherwise we're going to be struggling going forward. Let's pull back to Sarleon, because Lethal Dirin's here. That would be useful. Now you're going to run from us, which is good. I'm happy to take on a couple of you. Doesn't necessarily need to be all of them, but what if I've got... I know we're fighting in a disadvantage of 100 troops, but we've got some Noldor with us. As long as we've got a good bit of terrain to work with, like not this one, we can probably make this work overall. This is more like it. Okay, infantry here. Archers up here. We've got to very much take advantage of our archery. They've got to keep firing as long as possible here. My hope is really just to turn the tide here. I really wanted to take Kelredan Castle, but that hasn't proved possible, unfortunately. So we're just having to get our lords back. I thought they had it in the bag, but then they chased after the wrong people, and it caused some problems. I'll just stand a little bit closer, please. We've got a very long archer line here. We need to keep these guys firing as long as possible. I don't want to make them stand too close, because then they won't be able to fire properly, but I don't want my archer line to be too exposed either, because not all my archers are high quality here. I'll have some Pendor noblemen who are not quite up to snuff just yet. I don't know if there are any here, but in any reinforcing waves there will be. Their cavalry is charging. That's our own cavalry by us at least some time here. Between the Pendor Blacks and the Noldor troops, we might be able to shoot them for the time being. Infantry, reposition over here, please, because that's where the immediate threat is coming from. Just keep our Noldor firing. Keep on Noldor firing, keep the Pendor Black Archers firing, the Larian Sentinels, and don't be shot ourselves, because that would be very bad. Excellent. Oh, hello. Didn't see you coming in there. It's fine. You'll probably have quite a bad day. There we go. Okay, infantry, I need to reform here, please. That's archers, not infantry. You stay there. Infantry, pull back to here, please. Let's try and give them some level of defense of the shield wall. I doubt you'll be able to, but we've really got to make use of these troops that we have at the back here, because we've got such a long archer line, and they are proving very useful, but eventually they'll run out of ammo. So we want them to be firing as much as possible before that happens, and actually making positive contact with the enemy, actually getting kills as well. Just charge this person down. No, that was a bad miss. Never mind. We can turn around and go for another swing. There we go, Noble Rider down. Probably, yeah, I think our Noldor are now out of ammo. And unfortunately, we don't have many crossbowmen here, because both me and Lethal Dirin favour archers, not crossbowmen. And eventually, all our archers will run out of ammo. But for the time being, we can at least hopefully do something useful. Thank you, whoever that was. Probably saved my bacon from being couch lanced there. Wouldn't have been very good for my health. How are we doing? 107 of them down. There's still another 400 to go. I'm wary about pushing too quickly. We are still getting some benefit from our archers being further back. You got a massive cleaver. My goodness. You're like the Butcher of Sarleon or the D Shar. That's your nickname. That's the nickname I'm pointing to this knight here. Ow. Oh, that's Montour Khan. It's an actual... Oh, that's interesting. I didn't actually realise he used a two-handed cleaver for his weapon. Infantry and cavalry, such as you are, you can charge. Are any of our archers still firing? Some of the ones less quality because they have a lower rate of fire. Arguably the best thing we can do is pull back and attack again, because then we can make benefit from our archers again. 44, that's fine. But I do want a better map with slightly more hills to work with, if possible. This'll do. Infantry here, please. Archers back here. Cavalry over here. It's pretty much the same map as we generated before, I think. Now, the question is, can the Noldor actually reach? And this time we have our the Radiant Dragons, sorry, from Lethal Dirin, his own knighthood order. They do look quite cool. I actually like that they have got bill hooks as well. That's a fun little kind of design. You know, usually the cavalry actually do get charged. The cavalry do charge the archer line, so actually giving the archers back here some bill hooks and some anti-cavalry weaponry is not a bad idea at all. It's pretty smart, actually. And it's a fairly unique costume. Or uniform, I should say, really. Costume sounds a bit wrong. It sounds a bit like it's a child's party. Ah, yes, the cannon fodder group is here, the Pendor recruits. That's fine, we'll leave them there. They can buy us time. Okay, cavalry's going to have to charge. Infantry can do the same. All the Pendor recruits and militia are being knocked out, that's fine. We probably don't need them as a separate group anymore. But that's not a problem, really. Oh, that was a big hit. Okay, let's pull back a little bit. Oh! No chance of that. Knocked out by a Ghazi Stalker. Which unfortunately means that Archer's going to charge now. I'd actually like to leave them in place if possible. I want them just to stay holding position for now. Because the best thing they can do is keep firing. I don't mind if everyone else attacks, but I want to just stay up there firing in volleys as long as possible, really. I wonder if we're better off making peace with the D Shar for now, and then just turning our attention to Ravenstern, finishing them off. So Fitzvane and Ravenstern are both off the field, and then we can just focus purely on the D Shar. Whether the D Shar will accept a peace is questionable, but we could at least try it and see what happens. Archers continuing to do some good work, excellent. But we will need to let them charge pretty soon. Although all our infantry and all our cavalry are dead, or at least knocked out, because they're very much the minority in this army of myself and Lethal Dirin, which is very heavily archer based. I think the glorious or the raging dragons are out of ammo, which is surprising because I'm trying to work out what gets. They've got a bow. They've clearly got at least one quiver, and they've got their bill hooks, but they must have some other form of. They've got 4 slots. Maybe they are really quick at firing. They've actually used 2 lots of arrows. I'm not sure. We're going to have to let them charge now because we literally have no other troops on the field. So the archers can charge. It's not ideal. It's not what they're best at. But eventually we'll get some more infantry and cavalry in and that will do the job. I suppose we could retreat again to let them keep firing. It's a bit silly to keep doing this. We'll do this. Oh, might have been a silly decision to do it like that. Call our soldiers back. There we go. Probably a silly way to do it, but that's fine. You're my prisoner. You are free to go. You're a martial lord. We've freed Antonius. We've freed Rimusk, Alistair, and Roland as well. And Rain. We've clearly... that was well worth it just to actually get a lot of our lords back on the field. It has taken its toll, though. That is also possibly because we auto-resolve that, but I wanted to actually keep my health for any future engagements. We can take the Barclay troops. Absolutely. The Pendor troops. This is basically just all the recovered prisoners from the prisoner pool, which I'm more than happy to take. We're at liberty to take what we can. Eventide Gilmans I'll happily have. I do like the Raging Dragons, I'll happily have them. Who else do we want? We've got space for a little bit more just yet. I'll leave the rest for Lethal Dirin, so he can be a nice strong lord for the time being. I want to probably head to Laria and attempt to make peace with the D Shar, because my lords need time to recover. Hi there. Well, you're here. You're very fast in comparison. Fine. Let's just pull back to Laria. We'll just make sure that none of these lords have prisoners we need to relieve. You can have that person back for some money. That's fine. And we've got a war party. Excellent. Let's just speak to the steward here, Steward Barragan. Let's pick up some more recruits. So take your skill set, and let's just speak to Sarah the Fox here. Emissary to the D Shar. Let's enter a truce. Send Leslie off to do that. I don't think they'll say yes, and we could hire the Milo and Banneret, which we'll do, because even if we make peace with the D Shar, we will inevitably go to war with Ravenstern. Agathon was defeated. It's unfortunate, but we'll manage. And some of our lords are coming back now. Kelredan's going to be a tough nut to crack, I think. But let's push back there. See, we've got a decent force with us now, comprising of our mercenary bands and a few other lords. Hopefully we can pummel these guys into submission somewhat. I'm determined to take Kelredan, whatever the cost. We might need to help out the war party here, but I'm gonna. This didn't go very well for me before, but I'm gonna go start the siege of Kelredan again. The Wyvern war party kind of does what they want. That's fine. We just want to keep pushing here as best as possible. I hope these guys just come back to us once we're done, though. God, The Wyvern War Party really likes just going and attacking everyone. That's fine, they're keeping us busy. Party has nothing to eat. It's unfortunate, but we'll manage. How long left on this siege? 14 hours. We've got a decent force now with us, even if the Wyvern War Party don't join in. Obviously I'd like it if they did, but they may not. And we had just had another Lord join us there, which is good. We will, yeah, morale is low. We're just going to go without the Wyvern War Party, because we need to just push into Kelredan, because Kelredan's a problematic castle and has been for us this entire time, really. And we want to bring it into our hands, because we haven't really done any sieging yet today. We definitely need to continue making progress towards our goal. We've got very limited time to do it now, so we need to keep things moving. Our siege tower is moving very slowly. I'm going to focus on just not trying to die. 70 damage, goodness me. If I retreat, I have to do the whole siege tower thing again, which I don't really want to do. But we are going to do, because that's annoying. Okay, we're going to need to go get some food first. So we're going to have to go back to Sarleon, which is incredibly frustrating, because we have nothing to eat. He's alarmed by the growing power. He's not willing to conclude a truce. Whatever. Somewhat to be expected. Hello, Mython Vale. I'll happily have a Attrition map. Still on my prisoners. And there's no one I need to ransom, which is good.
Well met.
I would like some supplies, please. Kelredan has proved very problematic overall. I am determined to take it, whatever the cost may be. Let's get some food so we're actually able to do this without any concerns. At least there's plenty of food here at Sarleon to keep us going for now. Back to Kelredan. I mean, we're probably better off going to like Tildar Fortress, but Kelredan Castle at least complete out this little area nicely. Oh, Sir Jocelyn. Can I persuade you to change your mind? No, he's off. He's done his job for now. But we do need to actually go and get our morale boosted. So, let us improve morale, please. Come at a cost. And we can do it cheaper at Laria, but that's fine. We can pick up Sir Jocelyn at a later stage. That's not a problem. Fine. I'm going to go start to besiege Kelredan again, if I can get away with it. Lord Shadday here hasn't got anyone important. I'm determined to get there. Oh, 66 hours, my word. Oh, I think Sir Jocelyn might have been our siege engineer. That might be why. Let's try this again. This time, let's make sure to stand behind a tree. Although I thought we were already fairly well covered behind that tree last time, but clearly we weren't covered enough. But this is wasting time. But my hope is then we can push into, kind of push into here, get Valenbray and cut Yavik's helm off, as well as the Vendor. Deal with them slightly later when we know the heretics aren't around. Oh, for goodness sake. I'm just going to keep sieging. I think we've got plenty of troops here. Well, there are lots of proxy fights happening now. We've got like, what, 2,000 troops here? Yeah, we'll be fine. I do need to wait till the troops are back though. Okay, we're losing 8,000 a week, that's fine. A lot of that's because we've... Oh boy! Oh, bugger. I'm going to have to abandon this siege again. They're all going to come into this fight here. Oh, this has been such a problematic siege. I don't know why it's been such a problem. Oh, Silent Alsace is there. That's concerning. 1925 versus 950. Let's do it. And then we might abandon Kelredan for another day because it's not proving very useful at the moment. Let's get up on this hill here if we can. Because Silent Alsace is a problem we're going to have to deal with here one way or another. The question is, where is he spawning in? If he's spawning the other side of this, that could be a problem. He is spawning on the other side of this. Well, I want to beat him up to this hill, if entirely possible. I don't know if we're going to be able to win this campaign by day 1400. It's going to be a bit of a tall order, I think, with how powerful the D Shar currently are. We can certainly try our best. Okay, they're pushing in now. Let's send our own cavalry to buy us time. I really wanted to not get involved in a protracted field battle. I wanted to keep making progress with some sieges. Unfortunately, there hasn't been the opportunity to do so at Kelredan, because it's... I mean, I could have not backed out of that siege, I suppose, but it's not very fun just to sit on the sidelines and watch and not have command of our troops. I wanted to be able to contribute, even though probably the strategic decision, it would be much better to just let it occur. But I like being involved in fights. This is going to be a very long one, so I'm going to have to be careful not to play my hand too early. There's a lot of angry archers and skirmishers down there. Have to be very careful of them. Just keep on battering them as best we can. Can definitely hear some arrows whizzing past. We have to be careful here. Get back behind our infantry line. Our archers, I don't think we need to move further forward. That's not a problem. Although it looks like our Pendor Black Archers and Noldor have stopped firing by this stage. Just from a lack of ammo, unfortunately. Okay, there's a large amount of cavalry coming in here. Ow. Let's keep moving. If we're being shot, let's keep moving. Infantry can charge now, in an effort to deal with these cavalry coming in. Archers can move forward 10 spaces. Ooh, you blocked that. Well done, sir. Gotta be careful, these guys hurt. Yeah, horse just given us a battering there. Don't like taking out the Shadow Legions, because they're my buddies, but don't have a choice in the matter, really. Gotta watch out for these archers coming in. And of course, Silent Alsace's troops are proving problematic as well. I believe he's the one carrying a lot of these immortals into battle. I didn't realise he'd been... I really should have killed him. Because earlier in the playthrough I actually had the chance to kill him, and I didn't. And now he's joined up with the D Shar. I honestly think if I get the chance to again, I'm just going to assassinate him or execute him, purely just so he doesn't come back as a thorn in our side in future. Because I think he probably has like 400, 500 troops on the field here, if I'm not mistaken. And obviously they're very good troops, so we don't want that to be the case going forward, if possible. Please leave me alone. Okay, this is not going particularly well. For goodness sake. I was even trying to duck and weave there without much success. This could be a tough fight overall. But we do have about double their number. After a very, very grueling fight for our allies, we have won this. Look at this, 698 casualties, of which 178 of them were killed. But a few more killed for them. And we'll just do that to finish it off. We've held Lord Anson. Cliff Hamid has escaped. You are Marshal, you're free to go. As are you. Obviously this doesn't really help us overall, but that's fine. The main thing is for us is that we keep on making some progress somewhere. We're not allowed to recruit the heretics. We'll just leave all those troops for our lords, because I'm determined to take Kelredan no matter the bloody time or cost. Well, there's going to be another fight here, isn't there? Unfortunately. I'm still going to try push into Kelredan again. I'm hoping that I will be safe to do so. It's very protected. Nope. I think my lords are just about keeping me safe here. But every time they run off, it's a bit of a worry, a bit of a concern. So I need them to come back as soon as possible, really. Hi there, who are you? I don't really want to fight with you. I mean, if you want to fight, that's fine. I think I've got the advantage overall, really. But I know that you've got some high quality troops in your party. So do I. Really, I just want to take Kelredan and be done with it. It's just a never-ending siege at the moment. Yeah, he attacked us, so he's going to push in. Kind of where our infantry are. Let's make sure they get down here. Cavalry are going to have to charge because I don't know what's happened to our infantry. We can let the infantry charge as well, actually. Let the infantry charge, the cavalry charge. Hopefully everything else will fall into place. Oh, our horse took a lot of damage from a couch lance there. Let's not do what I did last time and get myself out of position and then get shot by an arrow. I'm going to have to get off this horse. This horse is close to death. We'll pick up one of the D Shar horses when they become available. I think this might have been a mistake from this lord to attack us. But he does have Scorpion Assassins, so I do need to at least be somewhat careful. Let's see if we can take this D Shar Armoured Hunter with us. It's probably a bit quicker as well. It's definitely much quicker than our current horse. Yeah, he's got Scorpion Assassins and Scorpion Scions. So they are going to hurt for sure. But I think we'll manage. Most of our troops are only being wounded, not killed. But I'm determined to take Kelredan, whatever the bloody cost, because we put too much time into trying to get this siege done. Now it'd be a waste for us to not have completed our task. Now let's get out of here before all those archers attack us. We'll let our own archers push forward now. Some of them are probably out of ammo or a bit too far away to be producing any kind of high quality shots. Okay, there goes the horse, that's fine. A lot of our infantry and cavalry is dying. Ow. I just want to besiege Kelredan Castle. Is it too much to ask? Clearly it is. Can't believe this one castle is such a point of contention for us, but this is the problem. These siege tower sieges do take a lot of time, and these Scorpion assassins, wow, they're making quick work of our Pendor Black Archers. Goodness me. We're only slightly ahead of them in terms of troop count. We've got more reinforcements, they don't, but they are making this costly, that's for sure. Nearly 40 dead now. I know they don't have another reinforcement wave, but I'm hoping our troops here can shoot. These are only Pendor Noble Bowmen. They're not as strong as their kind of promoted counterparts, the Pendor Black Archers. 58 versus 30. Oh, it's going to be close, that's for sure. We're definitely going to need to go and get some more troops from Laria once we're done here. I just need my lords to come back and protect me at Kelredan. Okay, we have won this battle, but goodness me at a cost. Only 5 left now. Yeah, those Scorpion guys are no joke. I'm hoping this guy has some prisoners I can hire, because we're going to need them. Tell this D Shar hunters. There we go. Goodness me. 35 renown. You're bad tempered, you're my prisoner. Goodness me. I don't want anything to do with you ever again. Not many prisoners at all. Please just stay by me. I don't want everyone to run off again. I probably don't even have much food left. Can I doubt I can get them to surrender. No. I'm going to give this castle to a tough lord so that it holds out. Stop chasing the D Shar lords. Just stay with the plan. Just stay at the castle. That's all you need to do, guys. I don't know where the other guy's gone now. We might just need to besiege with what we got, to be honest. Kairos, Tower of the Fate, Agathon, Justus, Lithoderin. Fine, that's a decent enough force. This time, I am not putting back, regardless of what happens, because I've learnt my lesson now. That was a very costly error to make. But we are going to keep shooting here, because there's no point in us just being a passive observer. We may as well try and get some damage in. Getting some good headshots in though, I'm happy about that. Don't know where the rest of our archers are, but I don't want to push them forward preemptively. There are some Scorpion troops inside here as well, that's not ideal. There's probably quite a few prisoners in here that we can take. I actually didn't look. I'm sure there'll be some prisoners inside here we can hire. Probably not that many, given the restrictions we have on ourselves, but we can probably do something useful, that's for sure. Anybody have some more arrows for me, please? There's 1 arrow, it's better than nothing. Oh, look at that, what a headshot. There we go, picked up those Ghazi arrows off that chap, wonderful. Can't see anything from over this side. We'll pull back to the tree of relative safety, we'll call it. Not the tree of safety, because we were knocked out here last time. So it's just a tree of relative safety. We can just keep piling in shots here while our siege tower moves very slowly forward. We're actually somehow managing to still up our proficiency, even though in general proficiency is very high now. It's hard for us to get much more proficiency. We're still managing it, which is nice. Did our chest spawn in? I don't think it did, unfortunately. That's fine. Okay, more reinforcements coming in. Just picking up what arrows we can off the floor, so I can contribute. See if I can shoot through these arrow slits. Well, not really arrow slits, but windows, I suppose you could call them. Arrow slits are a lot thinner than these are. There we go. Just trying to contribute however I can at this stage. There's a few more arrows there, excellent. Okay. Again, this is going to be one of those sieges which is problematic for us, I think, but I know they've only got maximum about 400 troops in here, so hopefully, well, I didn't mean to do that. Hopefully we can sort it out in the long run. Again, just picking what arrows I can. And shoot you. Looks like the Emerald Knights are here. That's interesting. I could maybe take this castle for myself if the Emerald Knights are here. And it does seem to be a bit of an annoying castle for an attacking force to try take. But I know there are also just some very high quality troops inside here. So I don't know really if this is one I actually want to hold for myself. And frankly, I don't have the time to come back and keep on adding more troops in here. I need to keep advancing forward at this stage. I'm going to be shot, aren't I? Or stabbed, one of the two. Still, let's see if we can do something useful. Oh! Ow. I guess we can't do anything useful. Oh, we're down here. Any arrows for me? I think probably not, because these guys are all... Yeah. I probably could have let my archers stay outside. arguably that's a better decision. Just to sit here. But it's going to cause some backlog up there for the time being until our archers actually get down here again. Because the infantry and cavalry will be pushing forward, the archers will be trying to go back down the siege tower, but that's fine. We'll make things work somehow. But there's probably more benefit to having archers down here. I probably should have started with that, really. Besides, I might be able to get some more arrows from some of these weaker light bowmen. Let's put these archers close together. Just going to move them even more this way. There we go. Ow. This has been a very frustrating castle, I admit. Oh no, I killed him. Where are his arrows? Cute. At least we can contribute by just firing here. Just gonna make sure I've got enough arrows left to kill another. Preferably not kill him, but kill another low-level archer to get their arrows. Oh, did you drop some arrows? You might have done. There you go, wonderful. How are we doing? 148 done. We've knocked out about, what, 1/3 of them so far. Not great, but it's better than nothing. I'm just trying to get a good vision of them now to attack. Okay, we'll let the archers charge again, but I'm charging up as well. Because I think we managed to push around the corner at least somewhat. And that's progress. I just need to not be pushed off again. And I imagine there'll be plenty of archers shooting us on the other side of the castle. So we need to be a little bit careful. Oh, hello. I've got such little health to make this happen. I don't even know where they generally spawn in. I think it is that way. So we're probably better off going this way. Helping out this Mittenheim crossbowman, or the one who was hit. I need this green knight to go down. Wonderful. Oh, okay. Well, we lasted a little bit longer this time at least. And after much trial and tribulation, Kelredan Castle finally falls to us. Definitely at a cost, but it's done now. For sure we're going to need to kind of get some more troops for us, because goodness me, we're struggling a bit. We'll give this to Rain. He do with another castle and village. Makes Alistair a little bit happier as well. We'll call the episode there. We only must take one castle, or one place in general, but it's progress. We took Kelredan Castle. We've done some pretty big fights against some pretty big D Shar armies. Next time we'll aim for something a little bit bigger, maybe Yarriksholm, Valenbray, Windholm. We'll try push the D Shar back generally into their own territory, with the exception of Vendor, which might well be the last time we ever take on, due to its proximity to multiple heretical armies. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.